So hello. Yes, I'm Ragnar. I'm from very close by. I'm next village, Tallinn. You know, there's a small village from here, 400 kilometers. And actually, I really like this pivot story, and I will start with one story which many people don't know. It was 2003 when some folks in Estonia had crazy idea. They was thinking that this is the best idea. They was developing the startups that you can share your wireless. And you know, they did it, they like made it, and they were super smart guys. They like hassling, like, I think that up to 6 months, it didn't grow at all. You know, market was not ready. But they had some chat window. Like, you know, that people who share wireless can like speak with each other. And I was looking, maybe this is cool. And you know, the company name is Skype. So Skype actually started as a pivot. So in that sense, you know, like, you know, really guys, keep like learning and, you know, have always fresh view what you do. But anyway, so how many Pipedrive users we have here? Please raise hands. Do we have more? Yes, 1, 2, 3, nice. So if some people don't know, so Pipedrive is B2B company. We are developing sales management system. And super proud, just last year, we was chosen as a best B2B company in Europe. So this is how it looks like. And we really started from the problem. The problem was, usually CRMs are very complicated. No one likes them. And so many people don't want to use them. So that was our actual problem. And I think that we have nailed this because today, this is how it looks like, our history. We have more than 30,000 paid companies worldwide from every country. And I will share some things like from this slide and other things, but I have learned on that 6 years, which I think that especially you guys in Riga should also keep like, pay attention. So, but before that, you know, like I think that what I learned before that, this is how our world map looks like. So basically in every country, you can go and find someone who is using Pipedrive. And we have, you know, we are most loved in Brazil. And you know, that's so interesting. So I can go to the Brazilian conferences, people are lining up just to take photos with me. I'm like, wow, thank you, you know. But before that, you know, things was not so easy. This is 2010. This is article in biggest Estonian newspaper saying basically one thing. This guy is a fucking loser. Honestly, like, because he failed. How you can fail with startup? This was a news in Estonia. You know, you go to Silicon Valley, people are like, where is the news? You know, news is if you succeed, but if you fail, that's normal life. And you know, like, come on, guys, I had this article, you know, like, you know, I was calling to mom, please don't read that newspaper. Then, you know, just all these cool government people, in Estonia, they was blacklisting me. Because, you know, this guy failed, you know, and we was investing into that guy. I was like, fuck, I'm dead. I would never, ever be like anyone anymore, you know. Just all my classmates, everybody will hate me all their life. This is the true feeling. I was basically going to Latin America, I was losing, what is the most hardest, you know, marathon? What is the most hardest travel? So I was going to Latin America, I did moto taxi from Peru to Paraguay. I was almost killed 3 times because, come on, you're in moto taxi, people are like, oh, we can just, you know, switch this guy from the road, you know. But, you know, I learned, like, the big thing. If you're a startup entrepreneur, you are doing mistakes every fucking day. And you have to be okay with that. Because some mistakes are bigger, you know, you can fail company, bad thing. Some are smaller, like you can fuck up the product or whatever, you know. But, you know, that's the attitude. You have to accept facts that you can be wrong every fucking day. And that's okay. You know, if I was in Facebook since 2011, they have big sign, break things. That's why all of you complaining, oh my God, Facebook is broken again. Yeah, it is, because this is part of DNA, so that people can go and try and, you know, do the things, even in those things. So next thing which I did differently in my next startup now is like, from day one, what we are doing here, we are building global business. If I'm going to the Silicon Valley or whatever big countries, I say, hello, I am from the small park. This is not a country, actually. This is a small kingdom, 1.3 million people, because that's not a market. And what's the problem? You can find great people, also in here, the amazing workers, but clients will give you so much different feedback. Like if you launch Pipedrive, people will say, come on, my son can develop the same system. Because everybody in Estonia is programmers, But in US, people are like, let me see, okay, it will solve my problem, okay, here is the money. Or like, people was asking in US, why to the hell is it so cheap? It doesn't feel right, it's too cheap, And then we're getting called from India, why it's so expensive? But point is, you have to go to big market, and you have to really look the right clients, and listen them. And same way, guys, took the investors from the markets where it's actually the clients and the advisors. And you know how you can beat Silicon Valley? You guys know you need to, learn English because you know how many people speak Latvian language. Even I don't speak, sorry. You can learn Russian, great language. But what we did, we was localizing our product. So this is how we are beating our Silicon Valley competitors. We have now 14 languages. Exactly, second market is Brazil. We are already market leader in Brazil because we are understanding, Silicon Valley guys just know one thing, that is like great market, US, English speaking, but what about Brazil? So that's what we learned. And I really mean, just fly away from Latvia immediately. Honestly, that's, you should already booking, ticket in Skyscanner. Because, the biggest thing what happened with us, I was flying 2011 into Silicon Valley. I was like, okay, I will go to 2 weeks, I will get the investors, and I will fly back. Yeah, right. I stayed 6 months, And this was the moment when everything started to grow and change in our company. Because we was happy to being part of one of the best accelerators, which is AngelPad. We also talked with 500, all of those amazing guys, and we was learning every fucking day. And one thing, it's not visiting. You need to go and live there to understand what is Silicon Valley about. It's not, indeed, it's sun, it's nice. You can go to the Napa Valley, you can drink wine. I had one free weekend in these 6 months, by the way. But you can go every fucking day to events and learn, and you can go to a random coffee place and you see 5 people are pitching in same time. So that's the ecosystem. That's why you need to live there to understand how to build a company. And exactly, you can make connections, you can learn from the best. You should go to the 500 and so on. But before that, I think that everything starts from the team, So you should have the founders which are for you best in the class. The most amazing people which you know in the world. And you should pick every single person in the same way. If we are hiring in Pipedrive, we give stock options for every single person. We have the same process for even in customer support. Let's be frank. Customer support is doing the hardest work ever. So you should hire the team which is the best. You can do it slower, but the biggest mistake what we have done, we hired too fast. And this guy or girl left, But now in 6 years, only 10 people have left from our company. So what's happening now? If someone joins Pipedrive, people immediately receive offers from Berlin, London, Budapest, Lisbon, and so on. Because people know that those guys are rock stars. And if you are a founder, your biggest job is motivating your people and challenging and teaching them every day. That's your job, basically. If your team is growing, you need to be sure that everybody is in positive attitude and they know what to do, and they are also learning with you. And indeed, you should give the stock options, and if some people will ask you too much salary and don't want stock options, that's easy. He's not ready for that challenge. And come on guys, just, I know many startups are just going and asking, I can do this, but I can't find investor. Sorry, Dad, fuck you. You need first to have product. You don't need investor to build the product. You should have this in your team. Because everything starts with a great product. You don't need investor to create a product, let's be frank. Because what we did in Pipedrive, we used every weekend. We just was getting into the countryside. We had one friend who had a nice house. We was just hacking. And we got the first investor when we had already, I think, the 50 paid companies. So your attitude should be, I want to build a company for myself to solving the problems, and I don't care too much about investors. Because, like, what you want to do, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to change the world, isn't it? It's not about the investors. They are nice, they can help you, I hope so, but you should focus the product. Basically, you should 24 hours think about how this product can be the best in the world and solve those people's problem. And exactly. Talk to your clients. Build best customer service. Focus that you can make them happy. That's so easy. You should think about, okay, this is client which I have to be sure that this is really helping. And you should talk and ask, feedback every time. If you do that, this is what happens. You can start to use your clients for the marketing. This was blog post which was just, someone was so happy that she was sharing that. Many VCs still don't understand Pipedrive model because we are getting 60% of the new clients through existing clients. It's so hard to scale, by the way, if you don't focus product indeed. But it's people looking, oh my God, it doesn't make sense. But actually it makes sense. Because if you are really happy, you share that. That's so easy, isn't it? Like, let's say you have something already. But let's be frank now. There is only one thing how you know that you are a startup. You are growing every week. Like every week. Those companies who don't grow is not startups yet. Or maybe will never be. Startup is a company which has designed for growing, fast growth. That's the way it is. And you should really think about that. If you have something, how you can scale it up, how you can grow. Monthly, 8 to 9%. And you guys here in Latvia and Eastern Europe, you should focus revenue indeed, because revenue is the most important milestone and the only milestone what matters. This is how we started. We had screen on our office, so that every time when revenue was getting in, we said click, click, yes, we got the one deal, we got the real cash in. This is how it looks now. This is actual dashboards that every single person in our company sees how much we are earning money and what's going on, because that's the only metrics what really matters. We have been always beating our competitors with our revenue. Not so much how we can fundraise. Yes, we have fundraised 30 million or something, but we have focused one key thing, how we can make money, because then we can hire more great people and we can build this great impact in worldwide that salespeople should really focus making sales, and we want to help them that what is the most important things what they want to do. That's my last thing. Come on, in Latvia there is saunas, yeah? Just bring your, this was actual article in Business Insider when we was inviting our investors to Estonia and was kicking them to sauna. It's like, that's weird. I have to be naked in sauna with my potential, people which I invest. And that's a thing which we did firefogging. Like, you can actually walk on the hot coals without not getting burned, by the way. So we were just doing those crazy things, and they invested indeed. Because I was like, we have never done those kind of things. So these guys are crazy. Most likely they're onto something, So this is how you be different. And it's not so difficult, isn't it? Okay? Thank you.